Hi, guys. It's Christine from Tamar's Hope, and I wanted to come on and do a video. So I just wanted to come on and just talk about the newest developments with IHOP International House of Prayer in Kansas City, and just everything that has transpired with that. I just feel like it's the never ending saga with that. Um, but I did want to say that I just, I heard the news about them rebranding, and, I just, it's so amazing how predictable all of this stuff has been. And, well, first, I just want to say my name is Christine, and welcome to my channel if this is your first time here. And my name is Christine Pastor. I am the founder of Tamar's Hope, and Tamar's Hope is a Christian ministry that seeks to restore the lives of women caught in bondage to human trafficking and modern day slavery in the New York and New Jersey metro region. In addition, I am also a survivor of exploitation and abduction, and I am also a longtime member of an International House of Prayer, former member of an International House of Prayer in the New York, New Jersey metro region. So, if you are new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome again. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, as this helps to get out this important information. So, as I heard, like as I mentioned, the Breaking International House of Prayer in Kansas City has announced that it will be closing and starting a new organization following the months of clergy essay allegations against its founder, Mike Bickle, and the leaders announced at a staff meeting. And the IHOP University president, Matt Candler, said that IHOP KC is quote unquote beginning to wind down, adding, "We're going to be maintaining our prayer room and eventually beginning a new organization." Wow. A new organization, and leaders hope this move will limit IHOP KC's liability regarding victim lawsuits, said Isaac Bennett, pastor of IHOP KC's Forerunner Church. And there's also a leaked audio of the meeting, and so I will also be posting that as well. And so I just wanted to say that that is just wow, 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 wow. Just when we think that things can't get any more uh, wilder, I mean, here we are now, which is not really a big surprise, right? So I did hear that there was, the closing of their camps and their healing and prophecy rooms. And I heard about that recently. And, but to hear this now that they are closing so that it will limit liability is just really something that, you can't make this stuff up. It's something, I don't see how this glorifies God or respects and loves for a love for a fellow man. From the start, it has been evident that the highest levels of IHOP KC are self-preservation And that has been their motivation, from protecting the fallen pedophile. I'm just saying that, this is what it was, or what it is actually, and protecting, Mike Bickle, and shaming its victims, and manipulating and deceiving the church into remaining silent in the face of extreme sin. And the first thought that I had, when I heard this was, it reminds me of like the corporate America, and the shenanigans they play, and with to limit liability and to preserve the power, and the power, um just the power struggle with human resources and the company, and how it's all geared to protect the company. And it is just, something that it really does leave some, leaves me speechless. um and just thinking about, my own experience, and why I decided to really leave, um, the organization as a whole, as a member. I've shared in my other videos, for those of you that don't know, I was a member of an international, as I mentioned, an international house of prayer in the New York, New Jersey metro region for pretty much from its inception, over about 14 years ago now. And my ministry, Tamar's Hope, which was birthed out of my own personal experiences as a survivor, and also in a house of prayer, birth through prayer, at an international house of prayer. And I was just thinking, how they have their one thing conference, right? And this one thing that I do know for certain is that this is no international house of prayer. And it it just amazes me how many people that I know of were defending this organization and spiritualizing the actions of Mike Bickle, and just how it was crickets, and everybody went silent on the matter. And um, even as, a longtime member, I remember how, the people that I was involved with, really weaponized the Matthew 18 scripture. And as we've all heard, as a victim, that needs to confront a perpetrator in the face of just ongoing serial essay abuse is beyond imagination, and being able to fathom the the repercussions of what that would even look like in a situation, in a scenario like that. And I talk about that all in the other videos. If you're new to the channel, you can go back and watch all of my videos that I made on, being a survivor, and my time with the International House of Prayer in, the New York, New Jersey metro region. And just the reasons why, I decided to leave. And also, we were brought in as a ministry, in the beginning, and it was suggested that we not all, just everything with the Matthew 18, and um, it was suggested, not to go on social media and talk about it, and we'll let the leaders in the church, leave it to the professionals in house to handle it. And just thinking back now on what a joke, right? Because social media is really what has exposed this den of thieves. And now we can see, with what's happening now, with this whole thing about the rebranding. And um, as a survivor, it just makes me uh, just cringe. Like, there's just no words that could, uh, can you can't, you can't even put this into words. And as being a survivor of exploitation and clergy essay abuse myself, um there was just so many things about this, like, that really reeked of, just him, Mike Bickle, and this whole situation in the beginning when it all came out of, his people saying his innocence were, but I just knew it from the beginning that, when I first heard it, I just knew in my spirit that this was really something that I just knew that it was true. And it was interesting how, we even got called in as a ministry with our church leaders, and a lot of the same things that came out with IHOP KC. It's like they say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, because I had actually experienced myself firsthand, being front lines and center with this prominent ministry with Tamar's Hope, and, reaching people, specifically, victims that are caught in uh, trafficking, all kinds of sexual exploitation, um, and really being front lines and center with that. And then having the founder, Mike Bickle, of, the International House of Prayer, from which we clearly were affiliated with and a part of, and, directly and indirectly. So just really, being called and having the same kind of lingo and the same jargon that was being, presented, was like, to me, something that I knew that I just couldn't had been a part of. And um so that's why I had decided to leave myself, and, not be a part of that organization anymore. In which I'm really so glad that I made that decision now, looking back. And even then, even when the people were defending him and saying, well, we have to let it play out and let due process, and everything like that, and due process have its way. But um, that was just something that I, wasn't really willing to stick around for. And so we were kind of being called into as a form of damage control. And and as part of that fallout. And I'm glad we didn't stick around for that, because I just felt like, in some way we would have been scapegoated, and um, just to, have all the, the backlash of, and the fallout of the people that were continuing to defend Mike Bickle and his actions, or over spiritualize them, or weaponize the Bible in so many different ways that, we can see now were clearly a form of manipulation and control. And at best, the self-preservation of the, unspoken kind. I don't even know what to call it at this point. And I just think, we none of us know how we would ever act in a situation like that, when our reputation or our ministries are on the line. But I knew for me that it just felt very inauthentic, and I felt like it was disingenuous to myself to really stick around and to be a part of that and let that play out in whatever way, shape, or form that it has continued to play out. And so I have, completely severed and have removed myself from that situation. And like I said, which I'm glad that I did. But it's just really sad to see, like I said, how people's response will be, even people that you've known for decades and over the years, and you think you know them, and then, you're put in certain situations with them, and you could see how, their default mechanisms come into play, and, what they're really capable of when it comes to this sort of thing, and, self preservation, and their reputation, and the fear of man, and just the way that they will be perceived. And wow, it this is what a day. What a day we're living in, to see where the church will even go, to the point of being like the world in these types of waves, where now we see IHOP is clearly closing its doors, but not for the reasons in which we thought it would be, but for to for self-preservation and limited liability, and to rebrand the package, so to speak, and who knows what will continue to go on from then. So it's just really kind of surreal, where we find ourselves in this day and time, in this day and age, with all of everything that's going on, and all of the exposure, and all of the perversion that's going on in the church, and what the Bible calls many false prophets, and many will be deceived, and the great falling away, and what it speaks of in the latter times of what will happen. And so I just really wanted to come on and share my thoughts about that. And yeah, so we'll see. I can't even imagine what's going to happen next, but so I just wanted to come on here and share my experience, not only as a survivor of exploitation and SA abuse, but also as a member of an international house of prayer, directly and indirectly connected with IHOP KC, and a ministry that has been birthed not only from my personal experience, but also from the International House of Prayer for the past 14 years, and the ministry that we do to the women on the streets in the New York and New Jersey metro region, and those that are caught in bondage to this type of exploitation and SA abuse. And I'm just so thankful to the Lord to be where I'm at today. And so, once again, if you're new, please don't forget to subscribe and to the channel, and help to get this important ministry and message across to those who are in need. And I can definitely help anyone struggling with that. You can also follow us on our other social media platforms. We are on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok at Tamar's Hope, and you can visit us on our website at tamarshopeusa.org. That's tamarshopeusa.org. And you could find all of our links in our bio. Am I forgetting anything else? I don't think so. Yeah, take care and God bless.